Okay. So it's now the next morning, and our party has risen from their sleep, and now 3 of the party members are now in the radio room talking with John. Probably as Morg is walking in through the door, pulling himself through the door because he's quite big.
He probably even bumps his says, "Oh, that hurt." And then he'll come back in. I guess Good Boy is already in there.
Good Boy's with you.
Oh, okay. Well, that's nice of him.
So as you go to walk through the door, Good Boy probably darts through your legs and kind of makes things even more complicated for you to walk through the door.
Morgan will be like, "Hey, Good Boy, don't do that." And then, like, kind of, and then, yeah.
Where were we? John says, "Oh yes, probably should fill the rest of your companions in. I found 2 radio signals, but the signals I've got, one seems to be a civilian signal somewhere in the north. I can't tell how far. It seems to be a signal of some description, but it's just a repeating beeping sound. It doesn't carry any further data as far as I can tell. The other seems to be some kind of military encoded signal somewhere in the south. I can't get anything further than that until we get the rest of the equipment and the antenna online. Until then, we're a little bit stuck. We're kind of stuck with relatively close range signals, like nothing more than a couple of days' journey until we've got the aerial sorted out. So I don't know what your plans are for going forwards. Obviously, to repair the aerial, we need to find steel. I don't know how we're going to do that.
I mean, the first thing is, how are we going to treat Joe's injury? I guess. Are we going to wait? Can we treat it? Can we?
Nothing you can do about a broken arm. It's just going to take time.
It's going to take time to fix it.
Let's be realistic. John, what's your priority?
Realistically, the aerial's probably the most important thing. You brought back a whole bunch of materials for us, which is really important for us getting things going. We can get the settlers working on rebuilding the fences, and we've got some various projects that we can put them on in the short term. So that's fine. We've got a growing plot down. That Brahmin you brought back is an absolute godsend. We can send some of the settlers out hunting, so we don't have to worry too much about food in the short term. We've got plenty of water because the purifier is all working, which is spectacular. And the next thing we need really is this radio sorted out. I do understand, however, you have found a key card that may give access to the security door.
We can try. It's, do you want us to try or do you want us to wait?
It's I don't know, to be perfectly honest with you. Until we have a lead on steel, I don't know what else we can do.
Right, well.
Short of literally exploring the world around us.
Okay.
A bunker sounds like a good place to find steel. Right?
I mean, he's not wrong. Okay, we've got 2 options. We can go and meander around like fucking lunatics and try and find out, but we're at the highest point, are we not? So we're not going to see anything. So,
I mean, I've been on the top of a building. I don't know if I've seen something of note because I was just observing for movement last time.
Well, the other problem you've got is that while you're on top of a hill, and even when you're on top of the building, the surrounding of the hill is entirely overgrown. Like the actual track that heads up to the facility itself has been cut down specifically by these settlers as they approached. This place was entirely effectively invisible until you guys arrived. It was only because John knew that this place existed that you knew to cut your way through.
Right.
Right.
I couldn't have scouted anything, even if I wanted to.
Okay. Here's our choice, ladies and gentlemen. And Thing. I don't know how you identify. We'll just stick with Thing for now.
I'm a dog.
If I was talking to you, I would have said good boy.
You didn't say anything though. Who were you talking to?
Do we want to go out and scout around, see if we can find things, or do you want to go and use the card key and see if we can get in?
We should at least try to see if it works. Maybe it doesn't even work, and we have to solve something else. So,
All right, that's one vote in favor.
More
Listen.
think a good idea to go to, well, Tin Man says.
Is that two in favor?
I think that's two in favor.
Yeah, me think
Okay.
it's good idea for us to do that. That'd be a good idea.
Okay.
Then-
Takis?
Then if
I'm,
not, we go choppy with the trees outside. Then we see more stuff.
Takis?
I am up for checking the door.
John?
I have other things I need to sort out. I've got a conversation I need to have with Ralph. I've got something that I need him to work on in the short term. In fact, I need to head off and go and do that now.
Right. Okay.
So-
The
Oh,
door.
I'm in trouble.
No, Morg, you're never in trouble.
Of course, Morg
Well,
not in trouble. Lucky Ralph in trouble.
No, I've got something I need him to do. I need to leverage his skills rather than anything else.
Oh, well, that's good.
He wheels himself out. He pats Morg on the arm as he goes past.
supposing we are leaving, I'm waving at the boy and the dog.
Well, the boy is
With a
still
sensor.
sitting in. So Tommy, the little boy, is still sitting in John's lap, and remains there as he wheels out. And the dog kind of like gets up and slowly gets up because he's an old dog. He slowly gets up and sort of pads after them.
All right, so let's go check out the key card then.
The door is in the same room, same room, right? In the radio equipment room, right?
The doors, yes, it is, yeah. So the radio equipment room consists of two areas. One kind of largish area that it has like a bank of different pieces of radio equipment, some of which are quite badly damaged, but there's at least one terminal that is seems to be fully working, fully functional. And then there's like a wall that it sits up against, and around the other side of the wall there is this door is mounted. The door is on the other side of the wall, and seems to lead, from what you can see through the grill, that it seems to lead down this a set of steps leading down into the earth.
All right. I'm gonna try the key card now.
Okay, you take the key card out.
Yes.
Just as you're approaching the door, there's a burst of static on the radio,
Mm-hmm.
and then voices.
Mm-hmm.
They're really faint.
Okay.
Like you can make out the fact that they're voices, but you can't quite make out what the words are saying.
Is John like John is close to the radio, right?
No,
We left
John's
him-
John
already
was-
left.
He left. Okay.
I'm gonna go over to the radio.
Okay.
I'll try to steady the signal.
All right, do you want to make an intelligence science roll for me?
Yeah. Sounds like a thing I would like to do.
then do it.
I did it.
One success. Okay.
Barely made it.
So you clear it up and you adjust some of the dials, and you clear the signal up a little bit. You can hear the signal kind of comes in and out. It's like it's almost at the part of it seems to be almost at the very edge of the range the radio has. So what you're getting from that is very much fainter than the other side. There's a slightly clearer side to it. It's two people having a conversation over radio, and by conversation isn't really the right way to describe it. One party, the clearer side, seems to be screaming into the microphone, "Oh my God, get somebody out here now. We're under attack. It's raiders. We're under attack. We've got barely a day away from barely a day away from Battletown, and we are already under attack by raiders. This is the third time. We can't afford this." And then there's a very weak signal coming from the other side. You're not quite sure exactly all of the conversation, but there's a man's voice on the other side. As it fades in, you can hear him saying, "We're going to dispatch some people out now. Hold on as long as you can. Give me a location of where you are." And then the original man comes back and says, "We're a day's travel north of Battletown. We're desperate. We've got ourselves dug in, and we're fighting them off. But I don't know how long we can last for."
Are we
And
doing
then-
this?
And then it goes dead.
Where is Battletown?
I'm literally going to grab the mic in my hand, not key it up. Am I radioing through to ask where they are in location to Leninworth, wherever it was?
It's a lead, yeah. I'd say so, yeah.
Breaker, over around. Where's your location compared in relation to the last town that we were at over the fucking river?
Fredonia.
Yeah.
It's quiet for a moment, and then the fainter voice comes back. It comes back a little stronger than it was before. "Who the fuck is this?"
Hi, this is Who the Fuck Is This? Do you want some help or not?
Charismatic as fuck.
"Forgive me. I've no idea who you are. You could be raiders."
Okay, we could be raiders. Quite right. Strange voice on the radio when anyone can hear it and you're calling out for help. So you obviously need help.
Sorry, to clarify, the voice that's coming back to you is the fainter one that's further away,
Yeah.
not the one that was calling for help in the first place.
Oh. Right, okay, in that case then. Some of the locals that don't normally rise their head up.
Raiders with a radio? Preposterous.
Listen, we don't have much in the way of resources to send to our friends. If you can help, we'd appreciate it. My friends are about a day north of Battletown.
Right. I've only just sort of landed here with some of my friends. I don't know where Battletown is.
Where are you?
I'm going to give him a rough gist. In fact,
So
You know
when you
the-
say
you know-
a rough gist, give me like a general idea about what you're saying.
We're about right. I don't want to give him the bang on location of the thing just in case because I don't want to be bringing trouble to the fucking door. However, I want to give him a rough idea of the location. So what I mean by that is, like, say for example, the chain bridge.
Yeah.
At the moment, parked up near the chain bridge.
Chain bridge. What chain bridge?
Tell him about where the chain bridge is and to where it goes to.
Yeah, but what are you saying in relate? So the problem is that you're trying to communicate something to somebody without telling them where you are, without knowing where they are. So
All right, let me
let's
rephrase this.
Tell them where in relation to
Right.
Leavenworth
Yeah,
they
yeah,
are.
that's what I mean. That's
so in
what I meant.
relation to where Leavenworth and Fredonia are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So you're describing where the chain bridge is in relation to to those two towns.
yes.
No. No, like just for us to tell us where Battletown is in relation to Leavenworth and Fredonia is.
Okay.
Not
All right.
Battletown.
Fine. Yeah. Fine. Yeah. That's perfectly fine. That makes a lot of sense. So his response to that is going to be, "You're on the other side of the river."
Crossing it won't be hard for me or us. Do you want the help or not?
Yes.
Right. Where from there? Where do we need to go from there?
If you cross the river
Mhm.
on the other side, there's a road. Head inland, and there's a road. Follow the road to the east. You'll eventually come to a fork in the road heading east. Take the right-hand path and follow that road all the way down until you get to a T-junction. We think they're around there.
Right. We'll be there as soon as we can.
So like it sounds like they're southeast from us, roughly.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess the keycard on the door will wait for another time.
At least we know where it is.
I guess we gotta go off play like Justice League.
Got the
All
help
right,
the
come
little
on then.
buddies.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
What kicking
Go grab,
fruit with
go
this?
grab what supplies we can food-wise, and off we go.
All right, should we tell John before we go?
What do the masters expect to gain from this? I thought we had a settlement to take care of.
Yeah, we do, but we need trade, so let's go.
We need trades. The the locations from other cities where you can go visit and either trade or loot.
Yeah.
Excuse me, but from my experience, traders usually have guards with guns. This sounded like civilians.
Right. Do you want to help them or not?
Anyone can trade anything they have. They don't need to be like designated traders. They might have something we want, but just have information that is useful. They don't need to be
Also, raiders have guns. We need more guns.
like merchants.
Point taken. Mostly the guns part. I'll join you then. I need some flamer fuel.
What about some
this baby.
raider meat? I heard you're interested in that. I heard it's your specialty.
Only Master Morg is interested in that, bro. Sadly.
Meat. Yeah, that good.
That's not entirely true, says Good Boy.
Another master of
Culture.
Yeah.
Master of culture.
Okay, fine, masters. Let's go.
All right.
Do
Maybe
we
we can
inform
go
John?
ask John. Maybe he knows
Yeah.
where Battletown is.
I
Maybe
don't
he knows a
think he
shortcut or
knows,
something.
but we should like just let him know anyways. We're going.
Okay.
Did you guys travel from from east or west? Like maybe you came from that part. Maybe you know the road. Let's say. I don't know how you
So
came to the settlement.
John led or navigated for the caravan and mostly led through off the main highways. Came directly from the south of here.
Okay.
As you walk out of the radio room, you will see John in conversation with a woman, one of the scavengers. Tommy is standing next to her, as is the dog.
Can I listen to what they're saying with my ultra sensors and stuff?
Sure. Yeah. No. It's no problem. They're not trying to conceal their conversation. They're talking about John is giving instructions for her to go out hunting.
Yeah. Okay.
And she's saying that we've hunted over in this direction. I think I'm gonna take Frank, and we're gonna head over in this direction today. Hopefully, we'll get some more supplies. Like it's a normal conversation about like the maintaining the food supply of the settlement.
All right. Then I'm gonna ask John if he knows where Baltown is.
He looks thoughtful for a second and then turns his wrist round and activates his Pit Boy and brings up a map in green. There is, you can see there are 4 waypoints marked on his map, and those 4 waypoints correspond to the settlement, the chain bridge, Fredonia, and Leavenworth. There's nothing else on the map at all as waypoints, but the map itself is still sort of extant on his screen. He moves his finger around, and the map kind of like scrolls with him. He says, "I think there's a I don't even know if it's a settlement. There is an old town that used to be called Battletown, south of here and slightly to the east, I think." He points at it on the map. It's probably a day and a half's walk from here.
Is the road network visible on his map?
You can see you can see the road network, the visibility of the road network. In fact, I will, if I can do it. Let's get you a little picture of. Let's do this. Let's in the general chat. I'm going to pop a little screenshot of the map that's that you can see on his device. You can see the road network, and you can see where Battletown is like the settlement of the. It's not marked as a settlement. It's marked on his map as a cluster of buildings.
Cool.
Okay, it checks out. So we can leave whenever the masters want.
So at the T junction, I guess it's where the gray road meets the green road.
Yeah, that's what corresponding to what you've been told. You think at that absolutely where you've just described, where the grey road and the green road meet is the T junction he was referring to.
All right. Well, off we go. would let Joan know what happened over the radio, and that we're heading out to help them out and gather information and leads about what to do next.
Okay. He nods.
All right.
Stay safe.
See ya later, John.
Okay.
That's right, mate. All right, let's go.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
How fast are you moving?
Like a bit urgently because they're under attack, I guess.
So you've got 3. You've technically got 4 speeds that you can go at. You can go at cautious speed, which is really slowly, but not tripping anything on the way. You can go at normal speed, which is it will take you. If you go cautiously, it will probably take you a day on roads. It will probably take you a day to get there. Normal speed, it will probably take you about half a day to get there. That's walking at normal speed on roads that don't have much in the way of obstacles. You can go at a brisk pace, which will get you there in about a quarter of a day. But there are dangers involved in that. You're going to be moving quickly and probably making a reasonable amount of noise, which means you might attract attention. Or you can go hell for leather, and you can probably do it in a couple of hours. But you're going to be being completely incautious in your route. There's a chance that you could trip. It's a chance you could trigger things that you don't want to trigger. You are much more likely to attract attention, but you'll get there much quicker.
Could we spend 2 action points to get there quicker?
You could spend 2 action points to reduce the time down. Yes.
Is it by half?
Yes.
Actually, how many do we have?
6.
5.
5 because Phil isn't here. All right.
Incidentally, I learned earlier on from reading the book, I've been doing something slightly wrong. I apparently start with 6 action points.
Oh, Lord.
And there's no limit to how many I can have.
Why
You do start with 6? Okay.
Why you get 6?
So I start the game with... Well, no, I'd have 5 for this session, I guess.
Yeah, like you correct me, but you get 6. Like,
well, because you guys had
Me.
6 characters, but and there's no limit to the number that I can have. So when you went up to 6, I would have the same amount because you've got another character, but then you've gone back down to 5 again. But no, I'll take it. I've got 5.
Okay.
So if you want to spend 2 action points, you can reduce the time it takes by half.
Okay, so when like for normal pace, and we use the action points, it will take us 6 hours to get there.
Yes.
I'm up for going a little bit faster, but not too fast, if that makes sense.
So brisk pace, it would take us a quarter, which is like 6 hours. If we use the extra points, it would be 3 hours.
Correct.
Oh, I'm down for that. It sounds reasonable.
We're running some, but technically we're going to run into something regardless. It's technically kind of the point of what we're doing.
And I guess the sooner we get there, the better the situation will be. More survivors, more help.
Okay.
Be easier probably.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I don't know how Morg feels about that.
Morg is probably like looking at both his machetes, trying to pick out which machete he's gonna use, and he's like,
Me's okay.
and I don't mind either way. I thought we had fast travel in this, so we could like go to like
You need
Well,
to
you-
find the location first.
Oh.
I mean, yeah, in the game, you got to find the location before you can fast travel to it. So yeah,
Well, where's the closest point? Is it Leavenworth or is it the bridge? Or
No,
It's where we are probably.
no, it's this
it's-
side of the river. So this is
Oh,
this is an
okay.
area you haven't
Yeah,
you
it's
haven't
new.
investigated at all.
well, damn. Never mind.
Well, sorry. Are we all fine to spend 2 action points with the fast pace? Let's say, not the ultra fast, just the fast option.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, I'm not thrilled of using action points right before like our first human fight, but like time seems to be of the essence maybe here, so maybe it's gonna be worth it. Like arriving in only like 3 hours, maybe we get something more out of it. So yeah, I'm fine.
There will probably be more survivors to help us.
I don't know.
That's what
I hope so.
Hopefully so.
I hope it counts for something.
Or it was just a trap all along.
Could be that too.
It's just Hale's machinations to get action points.
How dare you?
So yeah, if everyone's fine with that, let's go for it.
All right, we're down to
Okay.
3 action points now.
Okay, I'm gonna need somebody to make a roll for me, and that roll is going to be, let's say, luck and survival.
That's weird.
I'm
Phil,
I know.
Phil isn't here. Why are you doing this?
I have
I-
good survival. So
I know this is weird. So basically, this is to identify if you're going to come across something along the way.
Yeah. I'm not really good at luck or survival, so I'm like someone else can take. I have
Prometheus.
5 survival.
I have I have 5 luck and 1 survival, so
I'm better than you, but only by 1 point.
I'm way better than you then.
Okay, then, Mr.
Morg
Hans,
is
you're up.
not good. Okay.
Is it 1d20?
It's always
Ah,
2d20
one.
base,
Oh,
and then if you want to, you
thank
can
you.
spend an action point to increase it by another d20, and then an additional 2 action points to increase it by a further d20.
Hey, Hal, do me a favor. Look at my character sheet and get me on the right one because it's not.
On the right one, you're on an NPC character sheet.
Yeah, why am I on an
Okay.
NPC? character
Because you
sheet?
press the button at the top. So underneath where it says Fallout, you've got a black box that says player character.
Oh,
If you
okay.
click on it, it changes it between the NPC sheet, the creature sheet, and the robot sheet.
Okay, well, that makes sense now. Yeah, okay.
It's not immediately obvious. That took me a long time to figure out.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? I'm an NPC now? Okay, never mind. Okay.
Yeah.
Right, there we go. One success.
And let's hope that that's enough.
Okay. So
I mean, he didn't say it's more than 1 success, so it was 1 success.
Yeah, true.
as you are, so you travel down the road and you pick the pace up. You're effectively jogging along, with the exception of Prometheus, who is hovering quickly. The road itself is badly beaten up, in a bad state of repair, but it's much easier for you to move across this than it was moving across the rough terrain that you were on the other side of the river, which is speeding you along quite significantly in comparison to what you did before. You're making some good distance. You get about halfway between the settlement and your destination, not long after the Y junction, and Prometheus, you become aware of something happening in front of you. Something kind of triggers on your sensors. You see there's a truck kind of rotting on the side of the road, and you kind of gesture for everyone to take cover. You can see in a little further down the road an animal something that looks like a deer with two heads. It is feeding on the side of the road, but something doesn't feel right to you, which is why you attract everybody over to the side of the truck. The thing that doesn't feel right to you is there's a sound. It's faint, but there's definitely a sound. It starts kind of. It's kind of like a. Let me just pull something up. Bear with me 1 second. It starts kind of high pitched, and then it kind of descends into kind of like a guttural, deep sound. As you're watching, you see something descend from the tops of the trees. It's like a flash of a dark flash that goes across the road. Something large. It's like it glides down from out of the tree, sweeps down, impacts into the side of the creature, and then takes off running into the woods, taking the rad stag with it, and is gone.
Was that thing flying, or did it jump on it?
It didn't fly; it was gliding. So it wasn't like it wasn't falling out of the tree. It was literally it was quite high up in the tree. It was gliding quite some distance from the top of the tree across the road, grabbed hold of the rad stag, and then on the floor ran into the woods and disappears. And all of that happened in a moment. It was intensely fast.
I don't even know what's done.
Same. Lost ingredients.
Maybe on the way back, bro.
You hear that sound again, but it's distant and off to the left hand side of the road now.
I think we should be good. I think it's just gonna take that stag and snack on him.
Is there any cover, like on the road, like cars or buses or?
Occasionally, yeah, there are vehicles on the road, or they're not actually. Most of them aren't actually on the road. They're kind of like off the side of the road. Whatever that was big. That was like 12 foot tall.
Oh boy,
That's
bigger than a morgue.
I didn't know
Yeah.
Jaguar could glide.
Maybe legendary ones can. I don't know. Should we run between the vehicles, let's say, taking cover, or should we?
You're pretty sure you're pretty sure that whatever that was was content in taking the stag and has disappeared into the woods now.
Targets of the same opinion. Probably got its meal, and it's going to its lair.
Okay, then probably we should hurry before it finishes it.
Target agrees.
Well,
Yeah,
Okay.
Morg agrees. Morg don't want to be here when you get hungry again.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was bigger than you.
well,
Mm.
all right, so let's
We keep
continue
going.
then.
Okay.
on the road.
Morg does want to kill it, but not right now.
Me too. Me too.
So you continue down the road. As you get closer to where you saw on the map, where the proximity of the T junction is, you can hear the popping sound of gunfire. 2, 3, 4 rounds, and then it goes silent.
Maybe we should send Joe up ahead to do a bit of scouting.
Okay. I can go ahead and scout, but if I go ahead and scout and there's a gunfight going on, I'm gonna be shooting. So, what are you doing about that?
Is it obvious where the attackers are and the defenders are located? Or
Not-
are we just hearing the gunshots?
You can hear it in the distance.
Mm. Okay, so we need to get closer.
Right.
Maybe
Do you
as a
still want
group
me to
for
sneak
now.
off and do you still want me to sneak off and try?
I mean, it would help us make a plan. Like you could identify who we need to help and where how they're located, situated. That's pretty good.
Not bad.
Wait, why aren't those
Nope.
force
It's not
action?
tagged.
Oh, it's
Nope.
not tagged. It's not tagged.
Two.
Okay.
But still +1 action point. Right?
I mean, he didn't get the chance to say how hard
Ah,
it was gonna
right,
be.
right.
Right. There's no guarantee it's +1 action point because we did not specify this difficulty. I just rolled it and said, "Fuck it, let's see."
Mhm.
So
No. Okay, wait. Hale has put the general rule if he doesn't specify, it's always 1. But this time we didn't give him time to.
No,
to
no,
specify.
but I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that situation. That's not an issue. You set off. You don't think you're very far anyway. You set off down the road, and you can see the T junction. You're keeping mostly to the tree line, making your way down the road. You can see the T junction. You can't see anything at the T junction itself, but as you get closer to it, you can see smoke. Slightly off to the left hand side, so it's like it's just around the corner. You make your way partially through the trees, and you can see a scene depicted in front of you. The where's my bit? There it is. You can see the remains of a wagon with a canvas top on it. The wheels on one side have been have broken, and it's kind of like sort of at an angle. You can see 3 bodies lying in the around it.
Mm-hmm.
You can see a couple of bodies lying in the tree, quite close to the tree line on the other side of the road. You don't see any motion.
Go up to the first body, check its temperature.
Okay, it's warm. Oh, actually, do you want to do a medicine check? Do intelligence medicine check.
Not really.
Okay, it's warm. You can see blood on it.
Okay.
It's a man dressed in.
Is he armed?
Doesn't look like it. He's dressed in like a leather waistcoat with a white shirt. Quite rough, but well put together clothing.
Okay. Quick pad down on him. Anything on him?
Of course, loot the bodies. Yeah, you find a couple of caps and a hip flask.
Right, I'll leave them there for a second. Go over to the next corpse. Next
Okay.
person.
You were sent to scout, not loot everyone.
I am scouting. I am scouting to see if there's if anybody's alive. I haven't looted the body.
In their pockets. You're scouting in their pockets to see if
I'm
anyone's
looking
alive.
for a second fucking gun.
You. Okay, cool. You do another medicine check.
Oh my god! I actually passed.
Oh
Nice.
My.
This one's warm and is still breathing.
Right.
There's again blood on him.
I'm gonna grab him from under the arms, kind of sneakily drag him back to the sort of further out of the way.
You're going to grab a body and sneakily drag him off. Cool. Can you do a stealth check for me, please?
One success.
Cool. You grab hold of the body under the arms, and you again, as you say, you drag the body off the road. Where are you going to?
I thought I was already off the road.
No, the vehicle is on the road.
Oh, right. In that case, change of plan. In that case, then, I'm going to try and wave down the guys to tell them to come up.
Okay.
Because
So
I literally thought I was
that's
off
fine.
the road.
No, that's absolutely fine. So you head back towards the road and sort of stand out, obviously waving.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, you guys can see that.
All right, we
Yeah, going towards
We-
him.
And for the
Yeah.
record, it's kind of like, get the fuck here now. Wave.
yeah.
Ah.
All right. I am urgently jogging towards.
Morg has
You make
his,
it. It's like a couple of minutes. So more go.
Morg has his machete out. He's ready for action.
Okay, awesome.
Weren't there like shots just before we got here?
Yeah, not long before. Yeah,
Literally,
Like,
as you guys
how
are
long?
coming up and I can see you, I'm literally going to be like,
a few minutes. It's literally like you could hear them as you were getting closer.
Okay. All right. I walk up to Joe. What's up?
one injured over there, one probably dead over there, one injured over there. Check them over. I'm seeing what's attacked these guys. I've just seen there's people that are fucked up. So if you've got any medical skills, now's the time.
All right. I got some medical skills, so
Morg?
So would I go to directly heal the guy or check him first?
You can do
How
a
would I-
medical check on him to assess his injuries first. That's perfectly fine.
Okay, I do a medical check. Do I need to
Okay.
roll for that?
Yeah, do an intelligence medicine check. This is the injured one that
Yeah,
has already been identified.
I'm checking the injured one first. Yeah.
Okay, so he has received a gunshot wound. He is unconscious.
Can I patch that out?
You're pretty sure you can patch that out relatively easily. Yes.
I have also a first aid kit.
Uh-huh.
So how does this work again?
So you need to make the screen. 2 seconds. Let's just slide that one back up. Why did you not collapse? Thank you. Combat. Healing. Right. So you need to make a intelligence plus medicine check. Difficulty increases by 1 for each injury that he's faced. So it would be difficulty 2. This will. He is functionally dying. So 2 successes will effectively stabilize him. 3 successes will heal some of his wounds. Well, you can depends on how you want to spend your successes, because he is obviously low on hit points. He has received an injury, and he is dying. So he's got 3 things wrong with him. The most critical thing to do is stabilize his state so he doesn't die. Yeah. So 2 successes will stabilize him, and then you can spend any additional successes to either heal him or to treat the wound.
Okay, so we're at 4 action points because I think Rack won 1 from his stealth roll.
Indeed.
I'm gonna use an action point for this.
Okay.
How does the healing the first aid kit help with the marine?
Excellent question.
Heal plus 2 HP upon succeeding the first aid action. So it's kind of not useful here if I don't go for HP, which I probably won't go for HP.
Okay.
Sorry. Oh, thank God. Okay. So I stabilize him and I have the option to either fix the injury or give him hit points.
So that's stabilize. Yes.
If I do neither of these things, he's just unconscious but stable.
Right. So you're by stabilizing him. Right. You've got 2 successes, which is the threshold that you needed to reach. You've stabilized him on 1 hit point, and he's no longer dying. He's unconscious still, but he is no longer dying.
If I give him more hit points, would
You
she?
can. It says there's a paragraph on here that says if you stabilize the patient, you can spend AP to heal additional hit points. You can heal 1 hit point for every AP spent. You can also spend 1 AP after stabilizing a character to wake them from unconsciousness, allowing them to continue to act. But he's on 1 hit point.
Wait, like, okay, what can I do with my extra success?
You got 3 successes. So you can spend your additional success. That's an action point, right? So you can spend that action point to either give him 1 additional hit point, or to wake him up, or you can spend that to heal him. I don't know why you would do that. Oh, because healing is a separate role. You'd have to do a separate role in order to heal him or to treat his injuries. So you've done the stabilization part of it. That makes more sense. Yeah. So you can spend the action point to either give him an extra hit point or to wake him up, or you can put the action point back into your pool.
I think I'll wake him up. Right,
Okay.
guys? That doesn't make more sense.
Wake him up inside.
I'll use that to wake him up.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave him to Joe. To talk to Joe, I'm gonna go check on the other body and do a medicine check.
Okay.
On it straight away.
Please do.
Okay. I get an action point back.
This one is dead. The other, in fact, I'll take that medicine check for the other 2. The other 2 people that were by the vehicle are both dead but warm. They've died recently.
All right.
Your patient wakes up. His eyes kind of flick open, and they go wide for a second when they see the face of Joe and Morg and Prometheus.
I had the face.
Morgul.
I mean,
sorry guys. Like, I think I'm gonna write the new AP every time it's used up and down on the chat, so everyone knows and they don't have to ask.
Cool.
Right.
Yeah, sure.
He kind of looks panicked.
Breathe. You're alive. You're not gonna get eaten.
We didn't bet on that.
Ingredients.
Not the time to be saying that, guys.
Morg is salivating. Like,
Morg is looking outward. Like he's not really paying attention to the injured or the dead. He's looking around to make sure that like no one's sneaking up on him.
Okay. There are 2 other bodies on the other side of the road, but you can't see anybody else around. But you effectively take Overwatch.
Yeah. Both Morg and Good Boy. So.
Yeah.
Right. What's your name?
Ken. Where are my friends?
All right. Well, let's brace for the bad news. They didn't make it. We're only 3 of you. There's only 3 bodies we can see.
3? There's 4 of us.
Well, someone else made it, and we haven't found them yet. Or they're dead somewhere, and we haven't found them yet.
Who?
Have I got some clean water on me, considering I have a goal?
I don't know. Do you?
Probably not. Tarkus?
I don't have water. I don't have anything to eat.
Oh, for fuck's sake, no fucking brought food after I told them to prep food and water.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
did if he said that, I probably have some then.
I did tell you to grab food and water before.
Let's imagine you've got a unit of water and a unit of food on you.
All right, I'll give him my water.
You've probably all got a unit of food and a unit of water. Even Prometheus has probably got a unit of food and a unit of water that he's carrying.
Right.
Yep.
I'm gonna give him a little bit of swig of some water. Yeah.
Okay. An iguana on a stick for him. And some purified water.
Yeah. Right. Cool. The purified water will do. It doesn't matter. It's just he's got something to drink for a second.
The
Right.
entire Happy Meal.
I don't know who you were traveling with. There's 2 other people who have died over there. Do you recognize them?
He kind of looks over. Yes, it's Jamie and Connor.
Right.
Where's Sally?
Haven't seen a woman around here. Which way did you get attacked from?
He kind of weakly picks his hand up and points in the direction of the other side of the road.
Wonderful. Right. Okay.
How many?
I don't know, 7 or 8. It was difficult to tell.
Did you
Are
get anyone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are there any other bodies around?
Yeah. We took, I don't know how many we took down. They had some kind of vehicle with them.
Right. That explains why they're not here now.
Can we see any tire tracks? Yeah.
Do you want to make a perception survival roll, please?
Is anyone good at this?
No, I'm good at it.
From can you spot any tracks?
Sure. Let me check. Well, also the guy got like 9 HP.
Survival.
So he
That was
better help us.
still 9 total.
So there again, you two both spoke over each other. I didn't understand what either of you said.
So
Right.
I said that the consumables I gave him plus 9 HP. So he better be standing up,
Oh, okay, all right.
coming with us and helping us.
I see. All right. Yeah.
That's
Right.
all I said.
And I said my survival and perception would be a total of 9.
That's just my perception, and my survival is practice. So
Flexed.
don't worry.
He is perception god.
Also, what was it? 1 less success or something because I'm it's dependent on sight or something, and I'm Mr.
Yes.
Handy. What was it?
One less difficulty.
Yeah.
What if we say Joe is helping too?
Yeah, you can help.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can
Just gonna
help.
go get a drink and some painkillers. My
Even
hands are.
though I rolled.
Okay. Do you want to just roll an extra d20?
Yeah, sure.
Okay,
Well,
so back at
thank God
5
it's
HP.
tagged.
Okay. You hovering around the site, you get a slightly better image of what's happened. There are indeed tire tracks, and there's it's weird. There's 3 tire tracks. It's like there's a 3-wheeled vehicle of some description that heads off into the undergrowth on the other side of the woods. It seems to be quite close to where the other 2 bodies are. The other 2 bodies are dressed very differently to the ones on this side of the road. They are in very scrappy clothing. Their hair is disheveled, half shaved. They look emaciated. None of them seem to have any guns on them.
Guess their friends lose them.
Yeah, maybe. So, Ken, Can you walk?
He seems to. He's much more invigorated by the water that he's received and the food that he's received. He's obviously in still quite a lot of pain from his gunshot wound, but he does seem to be able to kind of painfully pull himself to his feet.
Are you armed?
My pistol's gone.
Fucking raiders.
I will give him my combat knife. He can redeem himself.
Well, maybe if you people have a ranged gun, I don't have anything to give him, but
I
we
only
should
have
follow the tracks.
I only
And he
have
should
my
join us.
energy weapon, so I only have a combat knife I can give him.
He takes the combat knife, but he walks over to the wagon, to the back of the wagon, and he kind of climbs into the back of the wagon. You can hear him swearing under his breath, and he climbs back out again. They took everything.
Wow,
They even took the radio.
These raiders are very fast. They had like only a few minutes, but looted everything.
No,
They must be like pros.
No, when they attacked in the first place, we ran into the woods and we were firing on them from the woods. They had this vehicle. They drove up to the wagon and they were loading it during the firefight. We pressed at the last moment, just like, I don't know, couldn't have been that much longer, that long ago. We pressed them. We thought we could take them. There were more of them than we thought. They overwhelmed us.
Do you think your vehicle is still operational?
He looks at the two broken wheels on one side. No. I mean, we could fix it, but I could fix it. It would take time.
No, it's better that you come with us. Don't you want revenge? It's what you humans like, right?
I mean,
He looks a bit confused at you.
your friend might still be alive, so
Yeah, it would be good to get Sally back, but there's a lot of them. There were 4 of us before. There's 5 of us now. They took us all down.
but from what you said, around 6 of them are left.
Probably 7.
Yeah, they've taken all our guns and all our supplies.
Well, we are in dire need of supplies and guns, so I guess we'll go take them back.
Okay.
What does that leave them with?
What?
Bring your mic down a bit, buddy.
And what does that leave them with? Diddly squat, but they're alive. Fuck's sake, let's just go rescue the fucking dame and then work out what we're doing. Are you
Yeah.
coming or are you wanting to hide?
I want to hide, but I want to be useful. You've helped me out. I want to help.
Right. Do you have a cell? Did we cover if they've got a settlement, or if they go into one, or if they live at one, or what?
No, we haven't had that conversation.
Do you have somewhere that you stay? Are you free roaming? Do you have a place that you call home?
Battletown. He points back down the road.
Right.
We come from Battletown. We were heading to. Where was he heading to? We were heading to Wolf Creek. We used to do this run all the time, and the last 3 times we've tried, it's been these fucking raiders.
Do you know where they're coming from?
He points in the woods.
Right.
I got it.
We found the tracks and everything, so
Right, let's go kick some raiders up the ass.
Go.
Sure. I'll follow the tracks I found. Lead the party towards
I
them.
follow Prom.